one-time temporary wage increase. I believe that this is something that was put forward either by the union or our front office staff or whatever.
Is this for the board?
This was a discussion on temporary wage increase. I believe it's for.
We were going to try to use the money, correct? COVID.
Well, those qualify, but we also have money in the contingency account that we could use.
So why wouldn't we use the COVID?
Well, I have a question. I mean, how many people did not receive the 3 stimulus checks that were distributed by the federal government?
I have no idea.
I mean,
That's personal information.
I don't, that might be personal information, but that seems to have been something that was put out there.
Okay.
So I'm just asking the question. You have already had 3 of those, or 2. We're looking at this basically because of COVID and this temporary wage increase because of.
It's in the description of what you could use that money's for. Is one of those things, and there's a lot of agencies and companies that took advantage of that and did do these one-time, whatever, bonuses, whatever you want to call them. We did it a period of time. We actually paid people whatever, it was a couple more dollars an hour from this time to this time, was a 6-month period or whatever. So you could do an increase in their rate for a certain amount of months, or do a one-time thing, but people have used their money for, frontline workers that continue to do their jobs through the process. Whether you agree or not agree, that's kind of what they used to. A lot of people use some, not all, but some.
I guess I would ask the question, if this were a one-time temporary wage increase, and for example, if someone received $1,000 for a period of time, and that would, a year, half a year, whatever, 2,000, that would be one time. Once that is done, it would be like a payout. The stimulus check was a payout. It wasn't done as part of anybody's wage over a period of time. Would it then be something that bump, you want to call it a temporary wage increase, would that bump continue? Would it then be a permanent bump?
No, it wouldn't increase.
Or if you make $10,000 this year, get a $1,000
bonus
increase. I'll
Right.
call it bonus.
Then
You start
future increases would be based on the
10, not the 11.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't call it a rate increase.
No, it's not a raise.
You can do, and there's other people.
No, it's not a raise.
$500, $800, just everyone got $800.
Yeah.
It came in your check, it was
The way it was
taxed.
put here is a wage increase, so I'm not.
Right, but I think we avoid the wage increase, and it is a one-time thing.
Kind of like the stimulus, it's a one-time payout.
Yes.
Yep.
Except they did it 3 times.
And it goes in the check, it's taxed at
But the
like
Kodak
1,000,000%. Have
It's
enough
not
to buy some
It's
gas.
not, no.
Well, that would be an argument in favor of, if you offer it as a bonus, then it's taxed as a bonus. And, everybody loses out.
What do you suggest, what would you name it?
Well, how do you avoid paying taxes?
Well, you can avoid paying the higher taxes that hit a bonus,
By calling it what?
a wage increase.
It's still going to go on their W-2.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll do
Just
tax
like,
at the end of the
just
day.
like a
Yeah,
bonus,
right.
just like a bonus will end up on their W-2 also.
Yes, the bonuses are taxed at a higher rate,
No, they're
that's
not.
my understanding.
No, they're not.
Okay,
It's just whatever tax bracket you're in, depending on what your W-2 income was.
okay, that's fine.
I mean, it may be something that if
If that
you
were the
get
case,
it in a single check, you pay more, but that, then if you look at the end of the year as part of what the total is for your total income.
And if, and she may be true what she's saying, so then if, say, you're giving everyone $2,000, you can do it over 3 pay periods. Instead of $2,000 once, you can do, and you see less tax because the amount's smaller, basically, what you're saying. But I agree with you that they probably pay it 60. But you could space it out.
I thought in the discussion on the ARPA fund, the use of the ARPA fund is like a look back, saying that if you work between, April and, February of this time period, it's X amount per hour addition, which would be kind of like a retroactive wage increase. It wouldn't impact today's.
Right, so retroactive would still be a lump sum.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is there any, if you're looking at terminology, what the term stipend, is that, swing one way or the other? I mean, I don't know, I'm trying to think, I know, I've heard that in other municipalities, stipend for stuff,
So we can figure out the details of all that, that's not.
Tax-wise, I don't know. Generally speaking, you pay stipends to like independent contractors. Like, you called it a stipend for the village band director, right? It's right in the bill pays this week, today.
So I think we can work on those logistics of what we're doing. I think that what we need right now is the board to decide if we're doing anything, is the first question, because then we can figure out how to do it. But we have to agree that we want to do it first.
I don't think it matters what you call it. It's more like, if it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's a duck, no matter what you call it. And if it's a payment for either past, present, or future services rendered, it's income that's going to show up on your W-2.
I agree. But we need to decide if we're even interested in doing it first. That's what's really on here. We don't need to discuss how it's going to happen, just agree whether we want to do it or not. And who does it include? Does it include every single person from both sides? Office, board.
Well, that's what we,
Right, so that's what we have to agree. If we're saying yes to that, then we can figure out the details. But I think we have to vote towards
But then
So is anyone against it?
Depends on the amount.
Depends on the amount. So does anyone have an idea? Well, an amount, do we know how much money is sitting there that we can use?
I don't, see, that's it, I have no idea.
We want to talk with George, we have to remember there's $300,000, it's a big, $600,000 for 2 years. We got to pay that. However, there's other things for benefit of the village.
Right.
So
I think if we decide that they should get, if we decide it's 2%, say 2% of the pay, like that, it should be 2%.
I'd like them to just be, everyone get the same.
Because you've got top level, 2% is a lot different than low level. That is so rough.
Yeah, no, it's got to be equal.
Like, just decide on an amount.
We have discussion on the amounts.
Right, but-
Ongoing, I don't know.
But the board is in agreement that we're going to do something, it's just now figuring it out is this question. Are you in agreement? So it seems like everyone's in support of it, so that's win one.
Iron out the specifics,
That's win one.
Yeah, we got that far.
All employees.
Define that.
And just
Mhm.
You're not an employee.
And then contractor.
True.
I get paid by the village of Webster.
There you go.
Peter?
Technically, you are.
Yeah, like Marcia says, your points.
You
There
are.
you go, Carl. She got your back.
I don't know.
We should talk about that.
You are.
There you
No,
go.
I'm not disagreeing with the employee thing, but being included, that's right.
It's not a good look politically.
I would agree. I would agree.
Right.
I don't want to upset the Republicans.
I don't think it's Republicans or Democrats.
No, I don't think
it's just,
it's everybody.
it's just public in general that doesn't look good.
Yes.
Okay.
Donate my share to Jane.
So if you wanted to take it and donate it to charity or something, you know, maybe that's something else. But-
Yeah, I'm the charity.
Well, no, that's not going to fly.
Carl's got a trip to the Adirondacks he's got to pay for.
Charity.
Okay,
Those things, I think we need to iron out. We'll go in agreement, but I don't know, we need to iron that out.
well, it seems that this has come up a few meetings in a row now, so
Yeah.
we can't just keep pushing it off, so what's next?
It has?
Huh? Yeah, we've talked about this a few times.
Okay. Well, it won't be pushed off. Maybe we'll have.
That was Heather telling you how much she wants. She just texted me.
Grow up.
I'm just kidding. All right, so what do you want next steps to be? Is there an expiration date to this? Or this doesn't keep going, does it? You don't know?
Well, an expiration date to what?
Oh, if you want to
Ongoing bonus? or-
No, no.
If you want to use the ARPA money, it has to happen by 2025.
Okay, that's what it is. Expiration of the ARPA funds. 2025. So the way we move on this, we have plenty of time.
If I may,
Yes.
first steps might be to agree on a total that you would like to distribute, and then agree on, whether, what form it will take, as in, like, everybody gets the same amount, everybody gets the same percentage, something like that. I'd be happy to put numbers together once you've decided how you want it to look.
I would be in favor of everyone gets the same amount. Everyone should be
I
treated
agree.
fairly for this process.
Yeah,
It
I
shouldn't be
agree.
based on a percent or something, or anything like that. And especially when you do it that way, typically higher management is gonna get a bigger chunk than your frontline staff, so it doesn't go over well. So, let's see.
Yeah, I agree.
Does anyone want to throw out an amount that they feel?
I'm sure the level of the city wasn't great.
No, I agree.
Wasn't enough.
And also, would it include any temporary employees, seasonals, or anything like that?
I'd say no. We just hired a few.
There's
We're not going to retroactive to somebody who's no longer working with it. What we're going to pursue, but we don't have an amount. That's right.
Right, you would need to decide that what the amount, does anyone have any ideas, anyone thinking, yeah, what is this, something that makes sense?
Like 16 or 17 employees, not counting us.
You ready?
Just a question. Say we partook in this, but we didn't take any, like I said, each of us donates to a charity of our our choosing. Is that possible, or?
No.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. And because it's just a roundabout way of the village
Taking
donating to a charity. And municipalities don't.
Because remember, we are employees of the village.
You know, there's a prohibition, it's in the state constitution, of making gifts. So is this just a roundabout way of the village making a gift? Saying, well, it first goes to you, but you conditioned it on donating it to a specific charity. It's like, you might as well just skip the middleman, which you can't do. The village can't. You can't provide a gift to any kind of a private
Right.
entity.
If you were included in this and you took your money and when you got your check and donated to a charity.
Well, it'd have to be
That's right.
voluntary, it'd have
Right.
to be.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the village. You
It'd have to be-
decide.
Yeah.
Yes, Carl would be fully entitled to keep it to his own charity. As he phrased it.
So 5,000 is a good number. Yeah, so.
Yeah. I mean, just went out and think of where his ballpark is. I don't want to know.
I know between 1,040, which is 50 cents an hour straight through for the whole year. I would work out to 1,040.
1,040.
Just,
$1,000.
All right. I was thinking 15 to 2. Jude, Carol.
1,000.
One down, now.
Already there.
No more than
So somebody make a motion for 1,000, see what happens. You might get 3 votes.
I'll make that motion.
Or done.
The motion is what?
To use $1,000 per employee from the ARPA money to be paid out as, it doesn't matter what you call it. If you call it a bonus, it just affects the amount that's withheld. They take a flat 22%. But that doesn't mean you're paying 22% taxes. It depends ultimately when you do your tax return, what your own, bracket is. So you might get some more back than others, whatever. That's if you call it a bonus. You just call it a stipend or wages, then it's withheld according to whatever your W-4 is that's on file with the village.
So we provide each village full-time employee.
Yeah.
Excluding the board because we're employees. So he made a motion for 1,000. Carl, is anyone seconding that?
I'll second it.
Okay, trustee Lauer,
Aye.
trustee Lancy,
Aye.
trustee Belkane.
No.
Was it? No? Okay. Trustee Alito,
No.
Mayor Byers,
no,
motion
All right, now one of
fails.
you three make a motion.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion for
1,200.
1,500.
All right, so
Anyone second? Jude? Without children, there's nothing to do with children. We're trying to make a decision. Agreeing is
Why
children.
don't you compromise at $1,250? 1,000 and 1,500. Sounds like 1,500.
Forget it.
You're not gonna get 3 votes for 1,500.
I know, but where do you think they come from?
It's from your federal, it's from the
It's not
federal,
just laying that on your doorstep.
it's from the federal government.
Yeah.
You don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, but remember, it's, so what, 1,500 times 16 or 17, I didn't do the math.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, that's that much less money that's gonna go towards the sewage, the sewer system, or whatever else you had previously been planning to use it.
No, I mean, that's why we're voting, right? But we save taxpayer money, but the same person that I wanted it. It's really consistent.
Well, there was a motion, there hasn't
So
been
there was a
second.
motion,
There's
yes,
not
I
been a
motioned
second.
for 1,500,
So is
nobody
that gonna die
said.
for lack of a second?
So I guess that's done.
Dies for lack of a second.
All right.
Now it's Al's turn.
Make a motion for 1,200.
There you go. Is there a second? Holy smokes, these guys are getting.
I'll second.
Okay, there's a second.
Okay, trustee Belkane,
Aye.
Mayor Bards,
Aye.
trustee Lancy,
I
There you go.
all right. Trustee Lauer,
can't waste any more time.
trustee Lauer, trustee Alito. No.
Stupid idea.
So motion passes 4-1.
Thank you, board.
Right?